Hello students, welcome to RLD Academy. In this video, we are going to solve this problem. This problem appeared in JEE exam in 1993. Here, one function is defined, and that is the integration of this function with definite integral from -1 to x. And for this function f of x, we need to find out the local minima points. 4 options are given at 0, 1, 2 and 3. We can have multiple options, correct? Okay, so we need to solve this problem. So let us find the solution. So this is the function. Okay, we need to find out the local minima or these points. Now before solving this one, we should have clear idea about maxima and minima points. So how to compute these 2 points? Okay, I think you may have certain ideas, but don't skip these fundamental things. You will learn lots of things. So to find the local minima or maxima, first we'll take derivative of this function and we'll equate with 0. Then we'll solve for x. Now why it is true? If I consider one function f of x, this is the function, suppose, right? And in this function, easily you can identify that at these points, the derivative is becoming 0. Derivative means slope, and slope 0 means the tangent is horizontal, okay, along x-axis. So here it is a 0 slope, here it is 0 slope, here 0, here also 0, here also derivative is 0. So 0 slope or derivative 0 will imply that it is having maxima or minima, right? So that from this graph we can identify easily that it can have maxima or minima or at those points. It's right. Now question is, here you can, from this figure you can see this is the minima, this is the minima and this is the minima, and these two are maxima. So how to differentiate these two? Then which points will be minima and which points will be maxima? Now you may have certain idea that you will take double derivative of the function d2f upon dx2, and if double derivative is positive at those points, then it is having minima, and if double derivative is negative, then the point can have maxima. But it is not always true. Sometimes it may happen that if you take double derivative, that derivative will be again 0. That time, how can you conclude that it is maxima or minima? Okay, if double derivative is again 0, it is very difficult to find out that whether it is a maxima or minima. Rather, what we will do, we will try to get certain idea to get this minima points. Suppose this is the minima points. So what is happening? The function is decreasing first, it will attain a minimum value, then again it will start increasing. So this is the nature of this plot around the minima. Okay, so when function is reducing, is decreasing, so what is slope? Slope is negative. Okay, means derivative is negative. And here after this point, the function will rise. Okay, obviously slope will be positive, that means derivative is positive. So what I can say, so around this point, left hand side, you will find the derivative will be negative. That implies that function is decreasing first, is decreasing function at around this point, and then it will attain a minima point. After that, it will start rising, so you will find derivative is positive. So this is the basic idea that will follow. Same thing you will see here. Here also negative, derivative negative, derivative positive. Here derivative negative, derivative positive, right? So this concept we will use to find the minima points. Now from this function, this is your f of x. Now what I will do, this total one, I will consider phi prime t, that is derivative of phi functions. Okay, so this I will call it derivative of phi function, d phi dt. Right? So if I replace this thing by d phi dt, dt will cancel out, so you will get only d phi, and integration of d phi, you will be nothing but phi of t. Thus integration is phi of t. Now we'll put the limits minus 1 to x. So what will you get? It's phi of x upper limit minus lower limit phi of minus 1. So this is your f of x. Now what I'll do? I'll take derivative. So derivative on both sides. So left side df dx and right hand side derivative of this one d phi dx, and this is constant, derivative will become 0. Now this is the derivative of phi with respect to x. Here phi is a function of x. The same thing I considered here. So phi is function of time and d phi dt is given by these things. The same thing. So this is the phi prime t, this is the phi prime x. Just we need to replace t by x. So what you will get? This phi prime x is nothing but this function. This is t is replaced by x here. So it is x e to the power x minus 1, x minus 1. This is x minus 2 whole cube, x minus 3 whole 5. Right? Okay. So we have got this one. So derivative of this f with respect to x is this one. Now we'll take the first step. We'll consider that the derivative will be equal to 0 and we need to find out the solutions for x. Okay. Now the solution of this one, it is equal to 0. So that could be, this is 0. Okay. Means x equal to 0. This is 0. Means again e to the power 0 equal to 1. It means again x equal to 0 will be solution for this one. Okay. So x equal to 0 solution for both. Then x equal to 1 for these factors. X equal 2 for this vector. X equal 3 for this vector. So I can have 0, 1, 2, 3. These are 4 solutions for this equation df dx equal to 0. So at these 4 points I can have maxima or minima. So how to find which point is having minima? Because we need to find out minima points. Okay. So for that again we'll use the sign convention. Okay. To get that one, so first I will place those points on x-axis. This is x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3. Okay. Now these 4 points will divide this entire range x from minus infinity to plus infinity by these zones. One is minus infinity to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to infinity. Okay. Now if I consider in one point that is on right side of 3. Okay. So any point, suppose x equal to 4. So that point will be right side of all the points, right? So meaning is that this factor x minus 3, this will be positive. For if I replace x by 4, 4 minus 3 is 1, is positive. Similarly here, this is also positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive. So all are positive. Okay, all factors they are having sign positive. So total product will be again sign will be having positive sign. Thus any point on right side will have positive sign. Okay, so this function, derivative function, will have a positive sign. So this side will write positive sign. Now between 2 to 3, what is happening? Any point 2.5 suppose. So at this point only this factor is having negative values. Okay, and negative values 5 times. So obviously minus 1 whole to the power 5 is again minus 1. So it will make it become negative, and rest all will have positives. So these are positives because this point is on right side of all the points and only this point is on right side of this testing point. So this will give you negative. So total will become positive into negative will become negative. So this zone sign will be negative. Similarly this zone. So between 1 to 2. So these 2 will have negatives. This is minus 1 whole to the power 3 negative. Minus 1 whole to 5 again negative. Be careful about the power. As these are odd, so I have no issue at all. But if anything is even, that time though it is negative, but even a power will give you positive values. Okay, be careful. But in this problem it is fine. This is negative, this is negative. 2 negatives, negative, negative, positive. Okay, and these are all positive. So this part will be positive. Similarly for 0 to 1, so this will give you negative, this is negative, this is negative. 3 negatives, okay, means total is negative. Now from 0 to minus infinity to 0, what is happening? This will be negative. Again this will be also negative. Be careful. e to the power x, when x is negative, then this value is less than 1. So this factor will be negative. So negative, negative, this also negative, negative, negative. So 5 times negative means again it is negative. It is not positive. Be careful here. Okay. Now to find minima, what I have said, that around that point functions, left hand side function should decrease, and beyond the point function should increase. Means left hand side it should have negative sign, and right side it should have positive sign. Okay, derivative values. Okay, so these are the signs for derivative values, right? So we need to find out the sign change from negative to positive. Okay, what is that? This one, negative to positive. Here again negative to positive through point x equal to 1 and through point x equal to 3. So this x equals to 1 and x equal to 3, these are two solutions. There you will find the minima points. Okay, I hope you have got this point. So these are these points A, B, C, D, 4 choices given. So you can see that this one, B equal to 1 and D equal to 3, both are correct. So 2 options are correct here. Now, have you enjoyed this video? If you have enjoyed this video, please press the like button. In this channel, we'll be adding lots of problems. We are discussing lots of problems for JEE, main and as well as advanced. And I'll be adding lots of problems. Okay. So you may subscribe to the channels if you wish to get the future videos. Thanks for watching.